As an old saying goes, there's plenty of fish in the sea, and thanks to our garden savior Jorge Rivera Herons and his creation, Epic the Musical, the fish isn't the only thing swimming around. Before we proceed with whatever madness this is, a bit of explanation is needed. Epic the Musical is a musical based on the Epic of Odysseus, a Greek hero, and his journey home after the Trojan War. Epic managed to unite the two greatest forces in the universe: theater kids and Greek mythology nerds. The final album, the Ithaca Saga, will be released tomorrow. So, in the spirit of this great day, I've decided to honor it in the only way I know, by being thirsty for fictional characters. Seeing as Epic gathered a huge audience of incredibly talented artists, each contributing their vision to the designs of the characters and creating animations featuring the songs, I want to try and rate their designs of the said characters. The first on my list is the man, the legend, the wettest god this side of the Aegean Sea, Poseidon. Now, I know that Poseidon is an extraordinary petty person and likes to drown people for fun. But you know what? Maybe I am just thirsty enough for some drowning. We'll start with Poseidon, who holds a very special place in my heart. The one drawn by Flama. I think her ruthlessness video was the one that made me fall in love with Epic. Flama's Poseidon is dangerous and terrifying, just like I love them. What I adore about this design is how simplistic but spot on it is. The plain white robe revealing the pride of the seven seas goes great with his long dark hair and beard. His facial features are also quite simple, but the empty eyes are the cherry on top of his well-thought design. They go well showing Poseidon's lack of humanity. The only problem with this Poseidon is that I just know he's nasty. Not personality-wise, that is a given, but also quite literally. I just know he hasn't washed his beard in years, and if I try to stroke it, I will get a storm of crabs coming out of it. This man gives me the energy of someone who gets out of their house with one simple mission: to ruin someone's day and go back. Still, this Poseidon has one advantage against his competition: his horse form. That amazing, incredible dark horse form with its creepy teeth and unsettling smile. Now, it might seem weird that I seem to enjoy this objectively terrifying horse, but I assure you, it's not because I am a horse girl, it's because I'm a monster lover. This Poseidon gets a "I love you, darling!" and we are moving on. This artist was the first to introduce me to Epic, so I really hold them dear in my heart. Their Poseidon is also very sexy and sinister. I very much enjoy how fluid he is. He really sells this aspect of the god of tides, and his every motion is very fluid like water. His facial expressions, though not very distinct, show how superior he feels towards Odysseus. And I just can feel this aura of dominance in his every move. I do hope that Wolfie someday may finish the ruthlessness animatic, but for now this Poseidon gets an
"You look gorgeous!" Absolutely, nobody looks better than you.
And we shall go to the next one. The third Poseidon is made by Gigi or Gigi, no idea, sorry. I call him the Tentacle Poseidon because of his distinct tentacles for legs, which is a very, very cool design choice. I really appreciate how much he stands out compared to the other Poseidon designs, and it also looks incredible while he's moving inside the animation. Much like the previous position, he's also very fluid in his motions. However, he's also emotional, and his movements speak of his anger towards Odysseus. I do think he enjoys tormenting poor Odysseus. He also gets bonus points for using his trident a lot, which I think the other designs haven't used that much.
You got it, darling!
The next Poseidon feels distinct compared to all the other ones. He's made by Aeli Tan Art. This art style is much more realistic compared to all the other Poseidons. He also has a lot of really cool visual ideas going on, which I appreciate, like his robe being literal tidal wave, which looks really cool on him. He's also, I think, the only Poseidon who has a helmet, which again features tentacles. This looks menacing and amazing. The whole premise of this animatic is that the action happens inside of a theater. It's very unique in terms of visual style, and I appreciate how creative the artist is with using the elements both from the 2D drawings and the 3D models. So yeah, this Poseidon is very cool, but I cannot say he's very sexy for me. So that's why he's getting a...
Boo, darling!
The next Poseidon is made by 9. And he's also incredibly unique in terms of his actual design, because he is literally made of water. So there are no human features per se, though there is likeness to a human being. He is essentially just a living embodiment of water. The shot where the broken ships form his fissures is both terrifying and beautiful. I very much enjoyed his design, but I cannot say I feel very attracted to him. It would be weird and hard trying to kiss essentially water.
Okay.
Next is Queenie's Poseidon. He is featured in somewhat of a joke video that explores how the song Get in the Water should have went if Odysseus tried to seduce Poseidon, which is sort of an ongoing meme inside the fandom, and it has a very interesting AU going on, but I'll leave you to it. This Poseidon is one of my favorites because he's simply a menace, but at the same time he's such a pretty boy. And I adore his long hair and his crown and his scales instead of ears, which I think not enough artists utilize as part of his character design. And also, of course, his shirtless shot here is enough to make me squeal. Odysseus, you can step aside. I will do the trident penetration, thank you very much.
I love you, darling!
Up next is Nanel's Poseidon, who also is pretty simplistic but solid in terms of his design and menace. He's very fluid and I enjoy his gills instead of ears. I guess I'm just very weak for gills. His long, luscious hair is a bonus, and overall I do enjoy this Poseidon, but I wouldn't say I'm that crazy about him.
Boo, darling!
I saved the cherry on top for last. This Poseidon is made by Nanel Illustrator. Arguably, this Poseidon has the most views and is one of the more well-known designs inside the fandom, and I can see why. This man is simply drop-dead gorgeous. I literally jumped in my seat when I saw the video of his appearance. Gorgeous, just gorgeous. His water prosthetic hand is one of the coolest character ideas I've seen in a while, and his long hair and his braids look simply amazing. Plus he's shirtless, which I always appreciate in fictional men. His facial expressions are delightfully emotional and diverse. What differentiates him from all the other Poseidons is that he's literally the only one who seems pissed because of his son. While watching all the other animatics, I got the feeling that Poseidons are simply angry that Odysseus dared to mock them by blinding his son. So what I mean is that the other Poseidons felt like they just felt disrespected. But this Poseidon is the only one for me who feels like he's just very, very angry about his son. And that alone gives him a lot of points. I think I will give this Poseidon...
I love you, darling!
That's all for today. This video turned out to be much longer than I expected, but I do hope you enjoyed it. I apologize if I haven't reviewed your favorite Poseidons. There is only so much of me and there are so many videos here. If you have any other Poseidons you want me to thirst for, please share them in the comments. I will be very happy to watch the videos. Also, I'm thinking of doing the Odysseus and Hermes' videos, so I always appreciate suggestions. I do hope you enjoyed watching it, and bye bye, I guess.